Hello everybody and welcome back. Lovely that you could join me. I have another account tonight from the Wild Campers, as I promised I would bring it. And tonight we're going to go to the North East and we're going to the Yorkshire Moors. And it's the North Yorkshire Moors Moorland Beast, as they call it. And it was a gentleman who got in touch with Chris Turner. And as you know, Chris has reached out to many people because he's filming a documentary called Elusive on the British Bigfoot. And he was contacted by another guy on YouTube who'd had some strange experiences that he wanted to share. And then Chris kindly passed them over to me here at British Bigfoot. And I have included a link to Chris's channel in the description. And the young man in question is making no claims here. He's merely sharing some strange experiences whilst out wild camping with friends that have happened to him and others over the years. And this is his account in his own words. And he says, my first experiences with what has become known as the North East Derbyshire Moorland Beast was in the August of 1984. And I was bivouac camping with my cousin at a place called Blackamoor, Totley, just outside of Sheffield. I was about 14 and I was visiting family in the long school holidays. We'd set up tents and a camp and it had been a fun day and evening drew in and we called it a night. And I got into the tent at about 11 p.m. and we both decided to try and get some sleep. It felt like no sooner had we settled down to sleep that we heard what I can only describe as the deep growl of what we suppose must be a large apex predator. That may sound far-fetched to you, but that's what it sounded like at the time. It was not something we'd ever heard before or could identify. And I was used to being in that area and camping. It wasn't something we recognised like a fox or a badger, and we both shook with fear instantly, and we struggled not to wet ourselves. We both lay there breathless as we listened to heavy footfalls moving through the heather around us. It sounded like 2 feet walking around the camp and the tent, and after a while we raised up a bit of courage, and gripping our knives we managed to get up out of the poncho shelter. And a mist had settled, and we could barely see each other in this, let alone anything else. We kept searching the fog with our eyes as we packed, hurriedly, whilst all the time praying for all we could muster. Strange how you suddenly find a need for God up there on a lonely mountain when you hear something, but we did. We went quickly as we could back down to the streetlights at Totley and home. And the next similar occasion was in the year of 2003, in July or August. And to be honest, I'm second guessing the exact time, but it was hot weather, so it was in the warmer months of the year. I was in my 30s by then, and I loved to camp wild, and it's one of my hobbies. And on this occasion, I'd gone rough camping with my friend and his girlfriend, and we were camping in the valley below Kinder. We'd settled in a hollow within the tree line of the smaller woods below Kinder Downfall and the Mermaid's Pool. And it was first light when my friend's girlfriend and I were woken at the same time. We'd both heard movement above us on the edge of the dell. Both of us saw what appeared to be a number of jet black figures moving back from the edge of Kinder, away and off into the woods. There was 3 or 4 of them, because I was certain I saw 3 figures, but my friend's girlfriend said she'd seen 4. And we both set about waking my friend up quickly, and we packed and got out of there. Then in late June or early July 2007, I was out on Kinder again, and I went for a hike up to Kinder Scout spot with the same friend that was sleeping when I saw the dark figures walking back into the wood near Mermaid's Pool. We'd finished our hike and we were on our way back home, and we were coming down the Snake Path, northwest slope, when we saw a lamb's spine in the path. It was really strange. It was just lying there. It was still fused and had tatters of flesh attached to it. I know a bit about these things, and I would estimate it had been around 48 hours maximum, dead at the time we found it. We walked on and soon came to a fleece which had been balled up in the middle of the path. We opened it and found the perfect little bones of a lamb, all bleach white and unbroken, which means something intelligent and with thoughts to brain disease had torn the head and spine from a lamb and swallowed what was left minus the fleece, almost whole, or so it seemed to us looking at what remained. We did not find the head, and we looked everywhere around, but we never came across it. As we carried on further down the path, walking and chatting, we were discussing what we'd found up above, when we suddenly felt confronted by the rank odour of bad blood. The air was thick with it, and without thinking or saying anything, we both broke into a run, all the rest of the way to the A57 tree line up the road. And in that same summer, with a friend, I had another strange account, and I'll bring that account to you later, so it should follow straight away after this one. So until next time, thank you very much. Good night.